Welcome back to Expedition 33. I'm Akinar, and this is episode 44, and I'm so happy that you are all here today. I hope you're having a good one. I am about to have a good one, I think, because I think we're going to give another try to our buddy Simon. Oh boy, I don't know if I'm ready, 100% ready, but there's not too much else for us that's you know, left for us to do in this game, or at least that I have planned for us to do. So why don't we get to it? Why don't we jump back in? We've got to beat this guy at some point, don't we? We've got to learn the patterns. That's what we got to do. So let's upgrade whatever stats we have available here. Is it just the one level for Mael? I guess so. So we'll give her a little bit more speed. Need for speed? Does that put her... No, that only gives her 4 points in speed, which is not going to make her faster than CL, which is the only consideration here that I have. So there we go. Cool. Gives her a bunch of attack power. Sweet. We'll do that, and then we'll also make a couple Lumina changes. I was looking at skill. I was looking at Luminas and Pictos and everything off camera again, just briefly before yesterday as prepping for this episode, and I did briefly also look at everybody's skills just to see, is there any skills that I'm overlooking? And there was one here for CL that was kind of interesting. This intervention. Targeted ally plays immediately and gains 4 AP. That one could be a cool one to explore. And CL does have a bunch of skill points. Just to like if we gave Cheater to CL, she could theoretically do Fortune's Fury, give that to Mael, and then with her second turn, play the intervention. And then Mael we get to skip to her immediately, and she does her big gommage. That could be fun. It does probably mean that CL has to have full AP. So there would be just a little bit of setup if she didn't have it. Because she'd have to do... They both cost 5, right? So you'd have to have the Harvest, no, sorry, the Fortune's Fury, and then she'd regain an AP or 2 for her second turn with Cheater, and then do the intervention. But that would be pretty easy to do, have like just one of the other characters use an AP tint on her. I'll think about it. I'm not going to make that change right now, but I did make some changes with Pictos, mainly just to kind of get everybody's speed a little bit closer together, and also to give CL and Minoko both a little bit more health. And I also re-equipped Enfeebling Mark, because we don't need the shielding, the various shielding Pictos that I had been using to keep Mael safe. Those don't exactly matter against Simon. Simon don't care about no shields. So I took away Shielding Tint and other of similar abilities, and in their place put in Enfeebling Mark, because maybe that'll help us take a little less damage against this guy. As I am about to have a sneeze, but it is abating, so I think we're okay. The sneeze that was not... I'm never sure how to feel about it. Because you kind of just want the sneeze to be over with. Like, just get it done. Do your thing. Okay, I think we're good. I wanted to make a couple other changes. I wanted to give CL charging counter, because she had it equipped through the Pictos, but I changed what Pictos she had. So we need to give her 10 Luminas, and then I think we're going to give 10 more Luminas to Minoko as well, because I think, unless I already made this change, no, he needs Rush on Powerful, because that was another Pictos that I swapped out. So I need to give those 2 to them. So 20 Lumina points, but we do have, thanks to our adventures last episode, we did pick up a nice fresh infusion of Lumina points. So we can feel very good about catching CL a little bit up to speed, and then the rich get richer. Minoko over here, hoarding all of the Lumina points to himself. But he's good. You can't deny the amazing gestural goodness that is Minoko. Rush on Powerful. and then charging counter. There we go. I think it must be my allergies that are starting to act up. We're in the spring has set in, and allergies are in the air, and I can feel it a little bit. So you'll excuse me if I'm pausing for clearing of the sinuses and whatnot as we go. But I think those are the changes that I was going to make. Oh, and we're going to make some wardrobe changes. Switch things up. Let's go. I think we'll just go with like the classic expedition outfits, which we haven't used for Mael in some time. But I kind of want to bring the OG Mael look back, as well as I think for Minoko we'll go with the pure look though. This is kind of like, this feels more like it's in line with the color scheme for the normal expedition outfits. I kind of like it. And I guess we go with the... Can you mix the... Oh, you could give him this. What the hell? I forgot about the little... The curly hair on the side there. I like the pure look. Pure Minoko is best. He may not have a monocle with this getup, but I don't know. The monocle is hard to give up. The monocle is such a good one, but I think I want to do something a little different here. Have a little bit of variety in our fashion, and let's get back into the abyss. Back we go. And I think we already set. We can check at the flag down here if I didn't do it, but I believe we already set the health multiplier back to 0. Which is the way we're going to leave it for the moment. We went in with a 20 times health multiplier the first time against Simon. Just a little bit of a challenge run, you might say. I thought it felt appropriate. If that... if Simon, in fact, did not turn out to be, you know, Soul Master and have a second phase, an entire goddamn... debate of a victory into second phase, fake victory. If it didn't turn out that we had a whole nother part to the fight, then I think 20 times multiplier actually turned out to be reasonable. Given it's just given the fact that the gommage, Mael's gommage is so powerful. I would have felt terrible if we had done what had happened with Clea, where we just one-shot Simon with a gommage. I didn't want us to one-shot. I've been over this a few times. I did not want that to happen with Clea, but it did. And so, learning from that experience, I have not wanted us to just easily walk over, especially important bosses. And Simon is an important one. I think is probably an understatement. Although he's been so non-existent throughout the whole playthrough, and all of a sudden, here's your intro to Simon. Turns out he's actually a really key character and an amazing boss, but also just a crazy challenge. So we're not going to do any health multiplier to start because I want us to try to just get back to... I want us to get back to phase 2, or this, whatever we're going to call it. It's pretty much phase 2 because he kind of doesn't have too much variation throughout the first health bar. I think we're just going to skip through this. We've seen this now. Although, one thing I will say as we're going... Let's just actually watch the cutscene here, because I did have a nudge from someone in the comments who was kind of pointing me back in the direction of some previous dialogue.
Swords. They look like the ones in old Lumiere.
Ah, so he's the one who felled the Axon.
Yeah, this bit about the Axons, which I have been kind of confused about. I've been a little confused on who exactly had created the Axons. Well, it turns out there was a cutscene.
He's an old friend of mine. We joined Expedition Zero together.
There was a
He
cutscene
disappeared, and I thought...
somewhere back at the beginning of... Well, it was it was somewhere in Act 3. It was in Act 3, and we were... I think it was... Oh, yeah. It was Lune,
I'll lay you to rest,
or I should say Mael,
my friend.
repainting Lune and Ciel. Was that the cutscene? I'm not totally sure here. Let me see if I can get back into... Okay, there's a counter to start. All right. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Brace yourselves.
I also don't have the right party. What am I doing? I don't have the right party here. What is going on? God damn it. I don't have the right party. I'm sitting over here so distracted. Let's ignore that this attempt happened. We'll just go ahead and cleverly edit this in post, and nobody will be... Y'all will be none the wiser. Party. The party's only slightly important, guys. Only slightly important. No big deal. I don't remember exactly what cutscene it was, but the dialogue... We get dialogue from Verso. Verso says specifically that Renoir, or he says to Mael, remember, your father created the axons. He straight up says it. And I just completely forgot about it. And I think the reason I forgot about it is because the very next line from Minoko is talking about she who plays with... what's the line? I'm forgetting it. But it's something like, she who plays with wonder and he who conceals the truth with lies. Something like that. And I was thinking so much about what Minoko had said. I was trying to figure out who exactly is he talking about. I think he's probably just talking about Aline and Renoir. But I was distracted at the time thinking about Minoko's line. She who plays with wonder, he who hides the truth with lies. That I forgot that right before that, Verso says, Renoir created the axons. So this question the whole time that I've had about who created the axons? Who did it, guys? I wonder who it could have been. Verso freaking said it, man. It's too difficult to keep track of everything in this game, guys. It's too tough. Okay, so what did we decide in terms of healing? I think we're gonna try to still keep the main party healed, but I can do that with my Bachelier Fortify. Even though it gives people shields, which I don't want to do, but I also do want to buff the party with Rush. Want everyone to have speed. Need for speed. Okay, and that does heal CL a fair bit. So now we just go through the normal Spectral Suite. I guess we try to apply Mark, right? Because enfeebling Mark, if we can get it, maybe I should just leave Mark. I don't know. But I like doing the delay and slash. So I'm still going to do Spectral Sweep here, but we have Stay Marked. And if he does happen to stay marked, then he'll be doing less damage. And maybe that'll matter. Not in this case.
Yes, I'd love a dance.
I forgot about the jump attack. Okay, but we did not get one shot there. So the health, buffing Minoko's health does mean that he doesn't get one shot. So that's good to know. Okay. We also do have an upgrade to our revive tints now, to the extent that's going to matter. It'll matter, I think. Bringing people back with 100% health is going to be nice. Now, we definitely still have to do Phantom Strike with Mael. We can't just keep the mark there in place because she's got to build gradient charges. I guess everybody has to build gradient charges, so if he happens to stay marked, it'll be a bonus. CL was not at full health, so she did get the death there simply from taking a hit.
Not looking good.
Okay. It is really nice, though, bringing everybody back to life with 100% health. That feels great. Yeah, let's just do more Phantom Strike, please.
Prepare for annihilation.
And this health bar is feeling a lot more friendly. It's moving so much more quickly. Imagine that. I guess we are still... No, we actually need to rebuff the party. Everybody lost their buffs. Except for Mael. A rebuff, please. And then we'll do a lane slash here. Although, maybe I should have thought about setting up for a Gommage, because we're pretty close. Might just get to 3 charges right here. Indeed. Okay. So yeah, we set things up here. We set it up. Let's do it. Or we try to set things up with a do a mark first before we do our Virtuos switch. Hopefully. Maybe if we're lucky. Or not. Sometimes it doesn't happen.
Last chance.
That's what you're supposed to do on that move. So he doesn't, he just sometimes sets somebody's health to 1. It's not, he doesn't always do it after his normal move. It's a sometimes thing. Okay, we're at 3 grading charges. Let's apply defenseless.
Full deck.
Try to get ourselves a mark. There it is. And Fortune's Fury.
Foolish move.
Not giving up.
Virtuos, Fortune's Fury, Mark, Defenseless. That's about as good as it gets. And we're at 1 AP, so extra damage and all that jazz. Let's see how we do. At no health multiplier, does this in fact one-shot? It does, at least in that case. Looks like we got a 16 million. So his health is no greater than 16 million. Yeah, that's the way we say that. So we don't get to keep this XP though, right? If we die, we don't get to keep the million XP that we get from this victory. This music is amazing, though. The violin is so good. Okay, I want to watch this cutscene again.
My love, these foes are beneath you.
What a cool effect with the eye.
You, who have fought heaven and earth.
Ah.
And subdued giants.
Subdued giants.
To find me. To free me from her grasp.
To free me from her grasp.
To the likes of them. While your oath remains unfulfilled.
Your oath.
Rise. Your enemies await.
The chroma that's coming off of him as well. The color, it looks like, I don't know, maybe it's his own chroma. Because we still don't know much about Simon. Is he just a painter on his own, of his own merit? Oh my god, that sword is way too big though. Okay, that's just one attack there. What the fuck? That's I forgot how insane that one is. A light speed, you say? What? And it hits everybody. That was a one shot, but I haven't buffed Lune's health. Versus at 1, and I can't heal him. Oh yeah, dead or removed from the canvas as well. Yep, jump. Not
impressed.
Powerful combo. Jesus, man. And there we go. Just like that. This is why we're setting the health to one times health. No 20 times nonsense here. Because, man, it's gonna be, you know, a few minutes just to get back to that phase each time, right? Because you gotta set everything up with the gommage and all that jazz, and then you do it, and then you finally get to that phase. By the way, I have to admit, my cat laser brain is just, hold on, I need to, let's pause here. I cannot believe that this is the first time that I'm noticing this, guys. I can't believe it. I just, the emblem on the back of the expedition outfits is the paintress, or what we thought to be the paintress at the beginning of the game, but it's the paintress sitting fetal position in front of the monolith, isn't it? Dang. How did I not notice that? What else have I not noticed on this amazing embroidery? I guess that's the most notable thing, but I just never saw it up until this point. I think you have, like, there might be an emblem of Lumiere somewhere on the pin on the front. Is that supposed to be like the symbol of Lumiere? Is it a sword or a lance? And then you've got, like, I don't know, the rising sun here on the shoulder. But yeah, I just never noticed until this very moment. I was just looking at Mael's. I was like, what is that? That's the paintress. Holy shit. Crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay. So yeah, so this is going to be me. I don't know how long it's going to take me to record this episode. It might be some time before we... I may not get this done, like, the day that I'm recording this. It may take me multiple days to get through this. Which I'm fully expecting. I also don't have the right party. So I got problems here. I still don't have the right party saved. And so you might see, though, a lot of me just cutting back to phase 2, right? Because I think we'll just, for the most part, we'll be skipping the preliminaries here of me going through y'all don't want to see me going through phase 1 over and over and over and over and over, because we've done it before, and that's not the main event. So I think you all understand that. So get ready to enjoy a bunch of jump cuts of me dying in phase 2. That'll be fun. That'll be fun when we eventually do get to that. But I guess we'll go through this this phase here for a little bit, and we'll talk a little bit about the fact that something that's been on my mind in general regarding both this game and also just games that I'm looking forward to playing. The topic that has been on my mind is just the fact that this game has been so much fun.
Spicy.
This Expedition 33 has been an experience like no other. There really has been. It's had so many experiences that are unique in its that I haven't experienced in any other game, frankly. It's just been such a blast, and I've enjoyed every moment of it. And at the same time, I also have to admit that I think I am getting a little burnt out on this game. I have to admit that this game, there is so much to it. There's a lot, guys, and we've been playing it for a while now. And I think I might be, especially having faced off against Simon here last time. And realizing just how daunting of a challenge Simon is going to be, it just kind of made me realize, like, you know, this game, the other thing that has also been on my mind is the fact that I have played, you know, every single FromSoft game. Every single FromSoft game I've gone through now over the past 4 or 5 years. I've played in sequence every single FromSoft game. And so what do these games all have in common? All these Souls-like games are essentially about, they're really about one thing, which is pattern recognition. Figuring out what are the patterns and learning when to roll and when to parry and when to attack and understanding the patterns. And this game has been no different. Ultimately, the combat and the battles in Expedition 33 are the same way. It's all about learning when to parry, when to jump, and ultimately that's your determinant of success or failure.
The fun begins.
And I think, as much fun as they have been, I think I'm at the point where I'm sort of getting a little bit burnt out on this type of game. I think I have one of the things that's so you as you're playing through. Oh, I'm not healing my L, I forgot, but I am healing both the other characters, so it's fine. One of the things that used to be, you know, what's the best way to phrase this? Part of playing a game like this is proving to yourself that you can actually beat a boss like Simon, right? And I think I went through, when I played Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is my favorite game, and part of the reason that it's my favorite game is because I thought several times throughout that game that I was not going to be able to get it done. I thought, you know, there were so many various points of like, oh my God, this is crazy difficult. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat this next thing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat this next thing. And over and over and over, the game kept proving me wrong. I kept reaching a point where I'd get stuck, but eventually I would overcome it. And Hollow Knight made me realize that. It helped me realize that, you know, when it comes to video games, as hard as a video game might be, if you put in the reps, if you put in the time and the hours or however long it takes you to take down a boss, you're gonna get it done. It's gonna happen. It's only a matter of time. So I forgot to put myself into virtuo stance here. I might still go for the Gomage.
Full day.
I might still go for it. And I could also just, I'm gonna lose the Fortune's Fury here. I'll give it to, let me do a mark first. Anyway, the point that I'm getting at here is that this idea of proving it to myself that I can get through a tough boss, after Hollow Knight, Silksong, all the FromSoft games, and now this game as well, I've kind of proven it to myself. I don't have any doubt in my mind that there is no doubt that no matter who the boss is or how difficult that boss has been made or set up to be a pain in the player's side, I'm gonna be able to take it down. It's just a matter of time. That's what I've said. So all that to say is that I think I'm at the point where I am ready to close the book on this game. I'm glad that we are near the end. It's been such a fun ride, and I'm looking forward to bringing it to its conclusion. But what that means is, I know we had talked about doing Verso's drafts after taking down Renoir in Lumiere. I'm having some second thoughts on that. I haven't fully decided yet, but I just want you all to know that we might end up finishing things at the natural conclusion point in Lumiere. I don't know what is there. I don't know what they've added in Verso's drafts exactly. We've seen it. We've had a little bit of a preview of it, a little bit of a taste of the zone. But I think I might be ready to just wrap things up before we get to that point. I'm still thinking it through, but I want you guys to be, you know, I want to fill you in on what I'm thinking.
Get out of this, Countess.
And let you know ahead of time so it's not a complete shock. Okay, it does look like Simon has similar health to Clea. I think Clea was around the 8 million health mark, if I remember correctly. And an 8 million damage Gamage also does the trick, so good to know. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense to you all. Hopefully, let me know what you think about all that. But in the meantime, we're gonna focus in and try to get good. Because that's what this is all about. And Simon is gonna make us... Simon is gonna make us do that. Whether we like it or not. The light speed one, man. Like that time I was going way too early on some of those parries because I was like, I've got to be light speed, gotta be light speed, gotta be light speed. Jeez, I might have to watch the video of that one. I might have to just like put that one in the video editor and just watch. I should also probably, I forgot you've got two fucking, god damn it. The Moonlight Greatsword, god damn it. This opening to this phase is absolutely brutal. At least that one's not insanely different. It's just adding that Moonlight Greatsword echo. Oh my god, though, this is gonna be... Jesus, this is gonna be something else. Let's do... I guess let's make a little bit of a change here. We at least have our party locked in now. But let's also give... The Pictos for Lune and Verso aren't super crucial here. I just want them to have health. Let's just give whatever ones are not being used to these two. Why did it put me so far down on the list? I should have just taken... Oh, I guess I should have gone from the bottom. It's fine. Okay, so let's do that. And then... Man, it does... Gosh. Can I... Let me do the other way around. Yeah, let's do it the other way around. Let's do... That guy. There we go. Okay. So we'll give some extra health to you also. Hopefully you're not getting one shot when we get into phase 2. Because I need to see these moves. Confident fighter. That's... You can have all the confidence you want here, Verso. It ain't gonna help. I need you to just have health. Just have health, man, and try to stay alive. Okay, so that's the change we'll make there on those two. That gives us a save. And yeah, nothing more to be said but to keep getting reps. Maybe I'll try dodges on this light speed. And it still didn't matter. It doesn't matter. Oh my god, that is such a devastating opener. Like, are you kidding me? Bro. Man, a double... 2 shots? Gosh, dang it, man. And he has so much speed compared to these two. But it's okay. That's good. We need to see the moves. Okay, I just over-anticipated that one, but that one looks the same. With the addition of the Moonlight Greatsword, of course. But I think that one's doable. I feel like the powerful should be doable as well. But that stupid light speed move, man. Screw that move! Oh, it's a different move! He didn't start with the light speed. I got totally thrown off by that. Oh no, I could have dodged that too. I was like, I was literally, I thought it was guaranteed. And now Miles gone right off the bat. Shit. The Sword of Lumiere is attacking. What the fuck? Bro, the moveset.
Or never.
This moveset is just ridiculous. You are ridiculous, my dude. How am I supposed to do this? I know. You gotta learn the moves. What in the world, though?
Welcome back.
Okay, this one I don't know. That one I don't know yet. What the heck? Jesus. Goodbye, Minoko. And then now we do the light speed. God damn. I mean, this looks so badass. But man, what in the fuck? Who thought this up, man? Who thought this was a good idea? Yo, okay, I came close on that one. Came very close there. No, okay. It's a good thing Verso had a lot of health there. Maybe I should give more health to my party in general. Ooh, we got some vocals kicking in here.
Oh well.
That one, okay. I knew we would see that one. I knew that one was gonna click in. Okay, he totally fakes me out with the little pirouette he does. Doing this spinorama. And I'm thinking he's swinging the sword. No, it's just a spinorama. I'm not swinging yet until like the third spin. Oh, this is too much, man.
Your turn to shine.
Damn, okay, getting a little closer on that one. Gosh, the dead being removed so quickly. I just can't die.
Dance.
Man, maybe I really do need to give my characters more health for this. Just to learn the moves. Like, because they don't get the benefit from speed. Well, I mean, they do a little bit get the extra speed, but they're losing their rush. So they lose all their buffs going into this phase. And I don't know, like, I just maybe need to be able to take a hit.
Take cover.
I'm also stubborn, though. I hate changing my build. That one's close.
Careful, Verso.
Dude, and too quick on that last one. But then he does this shit, right? So it's like, you can have all the health you want. I fell for the pirouette again. The variety of moves, man, it's just... Ah. Frustration growing already.
Eyes up, Minoko.
Okay, at least I kind of got the triple pirouette at the start. Oh my god.
Please survive.
No, he can't survive. He's being removed.
Try me.
Yes, let's go. Okay. I'm not sure if that's the first time I countered that, but okay.
Yeah, so
Good.
weird.
Feels good. Feels okay. So, shit. We actually got to play. we actually got to play here. I mean, I guess that's happened. I've made it to a turn for the initial party. I guess I did the last attempt. I'm not sure. Already these attempts are starting to bleed together. Do I even take the time to heal? I probably should. Like, I just need to see... Dealing damage to him is not nearly as important as making sure that we just get to see as many moves as possible. So I'm gonna heal. I don't think it matters.
Not looking good.
Oh, because Mile can heal as well. So let's go ahead and do a healing tint for her. And then I guess we actually start building. Let's see how much damage we can do to him. That bar is so much. Okay, all right. There's some comfort being built with those moves, at least. Oh, we're not fast enough, though, man. The fact that he gets 3 turns. Ugh. Ugh.
Take your shot.
And then it's only a matter of time before light speed kicks in and you just have no hope. You have no hope. Yeah, he gets, I don't know how much more health he has in this phase, but clearly that health meter is moving much more slowly than it is now in the first phase. Oh my god. I don't know if I can do this, guys. But I just went through a whole speech where I said, I know I can do it. I know I can do it. But can I? There's always that sliver of doubt. I forgot we do have a reserve team, though. What am I doing here? There's a reserve team still. This epic duo, though. Duet. Oh, man. Okay. Jeez. That sequencing that he does in the middle of that combo. No, I jumped! Where was my jump? Did I do a second parry and I couldn't jump?
Guard up.
Going too early on those, man. Too early.
Minoko, parry.
Okay. All right, okay, we got a turn with Minoko. We're making maybe a little bit of progress, but also he's not... he didn't pull out light speed or Sword of Lumiere that time. So much is dependent on whether he does that or not. I'm assuming he's gonna steal shields just like always, right?
I can do it.
But we'll still give the buffs to everybody, so hopefully we're at least a little bit faster for now. And then we'll try to get back into the rhythm here. Although we're still in learning the moves mode.
Not looking good.
We're still in learning the moves mode. Which means maybe I just heal Minoko to full. Try to get a mark on you, and then use a healing tint. Yeah, he steals the shields, of course.
Minoko, parry.
The triple pirouette, man, it gets me every time. At least each of those hits doesn't do like an insane amount of damage, but
Dance.
I'm just not even coming close to dodging them yet. God, that is a ridiculous combo. This entire phase just feels...
Ready to obey.
I'm out of adjectives. I'm out of adjectives to describe this phase, dude. It's just too much. starting to get that one. We got one move that we're countering. Better than nothing. How did I miss that one? I was gonna say, man, we might have two moves that we're countering, but even that one's still eluding me. God damn.
Take your shot.
That's how that's supposed to go with that move. No! Oh my god, dude. Are we making progress on that move? Is there progress being made? I can't tell. I cannot tell.
Careful, Verso.
Triple pirouette. Dude, he does. Okay, so. Oh, he was still alive. Shit.
I'll do it.
Okay, so there's three different, like, where he holds the sword up and delays, right? Classic Dark Souls move. Hold the sword up like you're about to attack, but then pause. And the player parries or rolls like 5 times before the swing actually comes. That happens like 3 times in that Sword of Lumiere move. It's ridiculous.
Ready to evade.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Why does he have to have this set your health to 1 though? Like, it's not silly enough what he's allowed to do. Like that in there, that long combo is not fun. How is he allowed to do any of this, man?
Parry it!
I'd love a dance.
Time to take risks.
At least I get to res Minoko, but what a stupid move. Man. I'm really not as tilted probably as I sound. Like, it's fortunate that we have jump cuts, the magic of jump cuts here. But it is a slog, even with 1 times health. You still got to go through the 5 or 10 minutes to get through that first phase, just to get back here to practice these moves, man. Just to get back. Can I not get a mark on you, really? Is he unmarkable?
I must exact revenge.
Just do that move every time, man. Just do that move every time. No, stop setting me to 1 health. Stop it.
Proper challenge.
Oh my god. Okay, I finally get to buff the group though. Okay, he's not unmarkable. At least we get some speed.
Sharpened.
Okay.
Prepare for annihilation. Ah! This will hurt.
I might just do Gustav's homage here. I don't think it really matters too much, but at least we're spending AP this way. Because I can't put her back in the defensive stance. It doesn't matter anyways, because either 1 health.
Your turn to shine.
Block this move. No, God damn it. Shit. I think I have to load this move up in the video editor. I think I gotta see it. Like, just... I can't just keep going, like, 5 or 10 minutes between attempts and only seeing that move one time each attempt. It's just, I have to see it more repetitively to get the muscle memory built in. Has to be. And now I've paused and I can't unpause. There we go.
I'll do it.
Gosh, he hits too hard. Everything about this guy sucks ass. He is actually the worst.
Bring it on.
Okay, little teeny tiny bit of progress being made on that move. Still, screw this guy. Okay, we're gonna take a look at this in the video editor. You're gonna get a behind the scenes peek here at my my editing process. But this is the only way that I can do this without feeling like I gotta jump out the window, because this fight's already driving me crazy and I've got to be able to slow it down. So that's what we're gonna do here. So let's take a look at it. I've already watched this a couple times, setting this up here, but we've got the light speed attack. Let's go ahead and we're going to, so the thing you can do is you can kind of look at the sound bar here to see where the parries are coming. It kind of makes, you can kind of see, then there's one there. Like there's a sound effect, a very clear sound effect that's associated with when the game wants you to parry. I think. I haven't picked up on it necessarily in the gameplay yet, but that's part of why you go back to watch this, is you start picking up on the little whoosh, swoosh sword sounds that happen. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another one. So let's back that up there and I'm just gonna put markers here at each of these. And then another one, another one, another one, another one, and the big one. Okay. So then we go through the whole thing here. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8, 9. Like there's just just enough. These are not equally spaced, right? Like some of them are just a little bit shorter than the others, the space between them. And so you just got to be really tuned in. And you got to see it over and over and over. This one, I feel like at the end shouldn't be terrible to get timed, because there's a very clear, sword coming down from the heavens. It's the rest of these that are just so hard in the moment to actually just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's just really difficult. Okay, so the one thing we can see though is there's no like very quick 1-2. There's no quick 1-2 punches. There's some time in between each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a little bit of a delay there. And then these two are a little bit quicker than the rest. But there's none like 1-2, like kind of like what you have with the Moonlight Greatsword echo effect. So those aren't terrible. I think maybe that's the problem with this moveset, is when it says light speed, and I've seen the Moonlight Greatsword already, I'm expecting there to be some that come in rapid succession. But I don't need to do that. Don't spam the parry button. Just very, time it out. And maybe try to... You just pay close attention to when he's... I don't know. You just got to see it over and over. That's all it is. It's pattern recognition, muscle memory. Okay, let's go to the next one. The Sword of Lumiere. This one here, he does the triple pirouette, right? So 2, 3. Okay, so there's the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that one is a quick 1-2, right? So you've got the second one that comes right here. So there's a quick 1-2. 1-2. Maybe not super quick, but it's there. See that one again here? Yeah, maybe we move this marker to just a couple frames more. probably close enough though. But then there's a little bit of a delay before the next one, which comes right there. Okay. So he's up in the air and he's kind of got his foot flying around. The back foot is swinging around. But then there's no quick follow-up after that. There's another pretty significant delay, but I think this one is a quick one too. Maybe not as quick as I thought. No, he spins around again. See, that's why, and I'm parrying there, right? Versus parrying because I'm expecting that. I was expecting that to be a parry. But it's not because he's swinging around and he's faking you out. That's the parry. It's actually, so you've got a... Is this really... It's just a quick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, it's such a fake out. That move is such a fake out, dude. Where he goes like that. That's just... Classic. Classic Souls-like behavior. Okay. Then you got this one. But that's the end of it. Oh, except that at the end. I think that pierce at the end you gotta be ready for. So that's another fake out. It looks like he's done. Ah, I'm done. Except there's that sound effect that lets you know there's something else about to happen. Right there. Okay. So other than the quick 1, 2, this one is actually 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's quite a bit of space in between the rest of these. There's not a whole lot of spam the parry button. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The lesson is patience. Patience, patience, patience. Will I learn that lesson? God damn it.
Maya.
Powerful combo. Okay, good start.
It likes you.
Long combo. Oh boy. I did not review that one. I probably should have. But I think I can get that. I think I can get that one without putting it in the video editor, but I'm not sure. All right, at least Mael's gonna get a rest of full health. That's something we got. Although I need, man, I think I might actually give the buffs to at least Minoko and CL so they have a little bit more speed. The speed is important here. I need him to have as few turns as possible. So at least I know CL can do a res. I'll try to get enfeebling mark on him as well. That I think makes a little bit of a difference. Man, sometimes he can be so unmarkable.
Get up.
She did. She's up. For now.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. All right. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Sword of Lumiere. Okay. Oh, no, I was just late on the last one. Okay. Okay. Video review paying off. I was not jebaited in those usual spots. Still got to work on the timing, but that's better. That is what we in the business love to refer to as progress. Thank you. There's a mark. Man, I want to get... Oh, I can buff actually Mael. Just like I did before. Okay, we'll do another set of buffs here. And then Mael will res CL. And she can do that after doing a Phantom Strike.
I can do it.
This duet is absolutely incredible, though. My God, he's getting so into it. The singer. God, It gives me a little bit of goosebumps thinking about what it would be like to perform this song. Okay, let's res. Try to keep our dead from getting removed. Light speed. Dang, okay. No! Damn. Okay, we're not all dead. And Minoko, okay. All right, Minoko's gonna be able to res somebody. Oh, yeah. Hopefully he can heal himself as well with his marks or his free aims. Where's my heals? There we go. There we go. Okay, one heal is enough. And now we can res the next fastest member, which is CL.
Once more now. With
No,
vigor.
dang it. There goes my L. All right.
Oh, really?
No, what the fuck? Too early. I'm starting to see that one too well, and it always happens where I start to over anticipate a move that I think I know. All right, he's already marked. Just keep resing. Try to keep my party alive. Light speed. Ah, man. You can do all the video review you want. It's still, you gotta practice. Okay, I feel like that one's very doable. And we're getting closer. That one I'm seeing. Feeling better about that one.
Watch out.
Oh, god damn it, too late. I almost had that. I almost freaking had it. Sword of Lumiere's almost there. Goodbye, Lune. We're getting closer on that long combo as well. But goddamn, that's another one I probably have to review at some point in the video editor, but not yet. I'm feeling better about that, at least. Trying to feel better as much as possible. But this guy makes it so impossible.
On me.
Somehow didn't get completely wiped. Oh my god. I feel like, oh man, it really would be useful for everybody to have cheater, wouldn't it? Just have an extra round of rezzing. Man, maybe I should give everybody cheater. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Because this fight, more than any other, feels like you kind of need to be cheating. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Goddamn.
You saved me.
Yeah. Oh man, the light speed attack.
It likes you.
Man, that one's also just fucking crazy. And he just gets so much faster in this phase. Like, he gets so many more opportunities to remove the dead. It's just not fair, man. It's not fair. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh, well.
Yo, we got to counter on the Sword of Lumiere, though. Let's go. Okay, okay. Getting a little bit closer on that one, I think. Stop removing my dead, man. Shouldn't be allowed. I could have sworn I jumped. I don't know what's going on there. Am I feel like that's the second time that's happened. Is it with Lune specifically? Like, Lune, come on, jump! Jump, goddammit! Oh, yeah, just too early on both of those, man. That's gonna remove CL. Fucking shit. I hate this guy, man. Oh, he's absolutely the worst. Just the fucking worst.
Careful, Verso.
Okay, I was kind of spamming the parry button there a bit. Feels like maybe it's warranted with that move. Holy shit, though.
I'll do it.
Get ready.
Too much, man.
Oh, well.
I'm just a little bit early sometimes. Sometimes I'm too early, sometimes I'm too late. That was too early. And you start, it's like, it's this cycle that you get stuck in when one parry doesn't go right and you lose concentration because you're like, damn it. You're frustrated instead of being focused on the next parry, and it just spirals out of control.
Get out of this campus.
Okay, there we go. We are on the first attempt of day number 2. So I've done a little bit of warm-up beforehand just by rewatching the footage in my video editor of the various moves that we were looking at before, including I also added the long combo, which I hadn't looked at yet in the video editor. The long combo has like 12 moves, but they're kind of evenly spaced. If you man, watching things and being able to like pause it and slow down makes at least such a difference when you're sitting there. It feels like it makes a difference. It's a whole different story when you actually get into combat. We'll see what happens here. I'm expecting a little bit. We're gonna still need a little bit of a warm-up going into the actual first combat of the day for me. So we'll see how it goes here. Short combo. Shit. And of course I missed the short combo.
You shot?
Great start. Beautiful. And that means Minoko's gonna be out of the canvas here because he's gonna get 2 turns. Dang it! Man, this fight.
Please survive.
Light speed is still killing me. Like, I think I know what to do. But actually executing when you get on stage, man, god dang it.
Lune, careful.
Too early on that one still. Too early on that one still. Gosh.
Incoming.
I think I'm getting close on that one. If Luna was not at, you know, 1 health or whatever she was at, maybe I would have been able to do that. But, gosh, there's just no margin for error.
Not impressed.
No margin for error, and I'm a step slow on these moves that I on the previous day of filming, these moves that I had learned or was starting to get a good rhythm on. But of course, today is a new day. Sometimes Fresh Brain is OP, but sometimes Fresh Brain is still asleep. Almost. Almost.
That's more like it.
Let's go. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. That's a little better. I will also mention that I made a change to Mael. She no longer has Confident, because I feel like I need to be able to heal her. And I think I might have mentioned that in a previous attempt. So Minoko is going to be able to heal the party here and buff them for once. Holy crap. Everybody's alive after Simon gets his opening salvo. What is this madness? Okay. And, okay, I guess we start to settle into the normal routine here. We try to do normal-ish, although I think what I might do, while we're still learning the moves here, let's get Minoko back to full health. The damage I do with CL is far secondary to making sure that everybody can take as many hits as possible.
Here's some help. Eyes up, Minoko.
I know he's gonna randomly put people's health to 1, but you gotta make him do that. Short combo. There we go. Okay. That's how that's supposed to look.
It's locked on you.
Yeah, sure enough, Minoko goes straight back to 1. But that's okay. That's okay, because now I actually have some people alive for once. Holy crap. So I think this turn I will spend doing my Phantom Strike. Although I'm going to get a bunch of AP back. I'll still probably end up healing Minoko with that second turn. But let's at least start building a gradient. Some gradient charges. The mark stays on there as well. Yeah, let's just heal up. This duet is so epic. I love it. I wonder if it's the same duet. Feel free to tell me. But I feel like it's the same, or sounds very similar to the duet that we heard at the Doppelganger Renoir fight. Sounds the same.
That's more like
Light
it.
speed. Okay, the whole party is not dead. Somehow we're not dead. I managed to get enough parries there where only Mael died. What? If Mael had like a little bit more defense, apparently she would have been alive. I think the enfeebling mark is helping as well. Okay, well, we need to get the party back here. So I'm going to, what am I going to do here? I think I'm going to, with Minoko, try to heal himself, right? Because he can heal himself. Hopefully with some free aims. And if not, there's one, good. Let's try to get as many as we can with okay, cool. Minoko's back to full, basically. So now he can do a res on Mael, right? And then CL can do a healing tint. Yeah, that of course, that makes sense. Keep my folks alive as much as possible, man. Gotta keep them fresh until we run out of healing tints.
Okay. Mael.
Long combo. Yo, I almost got that. I almost got that. Dude, holy shit. Holy shit, that felt so good. The practice beforehand paid off. Because what I was noticing is that there's essentially you've got 6 sets of 2 because you've got the Moonlight Greatsword doing its echo. So they're almost all evenly spaced except for hits number 9 and 10. Those come like right after 7 and 8. 7, 8, 9, 10, rather than there being like a brief pause. That's the only one that's different. Otherwise, there is kind of a sing-song rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Kind of like that. It's maybe a little bit of variation there, but that's what I was doing in my mind, and it worked except for the one that I missed. So I think, ahead of myself on number 11. So close to getting perfect. Okay, so I mean, Minoko can heal the party with his Fortify, and that's what we want to do anyways. The guy, he's already got a mark on him. Minoko's back to full. Let's just do Fortify and rebuff Mael. Especially because especially we're not in heavy mass, doesn't give everybody shields.
That's more like it.
Dang it, that light speed, dude, is so, man. I think I'm definitely over anticipating because I was early on the first 2 or 3, and then that just threw me off. Man, it was going so well until it wasn't. Fuck. Okay, that's the best attempt yet, though. Let's just keep getting reps as much as we can here. He's too fast for Verso and Lune. I was not paying attention. I honestly thought he was gonna reduce her health to 1. I did not expect Sword of Lumiere coming. I completely lost focus. That's on me. Seriously, that's what I thought he was gonna do, and I just like zoned out for a moment. That's all it takes. You gotta stay focused. Okay, starting to remember how that one works. Too early on the third one. Too early. So there is a level of comfort that this always happens. You start to get just a little bit of comfort with the moves. And when that happens, you start to over-anticipate and you're just jumping the gun on the parries. Stay calm, stay focused. And screw this guy.
Your turn to dance.
Long combo. Okay, so there's a little bit of a quick extra hiccup there in I think 9 and 10 that I wasn't expecting. Okay, still not the best, not ideal, especially because I'm probably not gonna be able to res the whole party here. Not fantastic. If I can get a mark on him, great. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, Minoko buffs himself when he does that. So yeah. But okay, so now let's do a revive on CL. If we're lucky, she gets a turn, but she doesn't. So Mael is gone. Sag. Sword of Lumiere. Too early. Man, too early on a couple of those. Just too stinking early. I think CL is gonna heal herself here. Yeah. Just keep trying to stay alive. Thought I might have been early on that last one. Worked out. Now hopefully Minoko heals himself. and then can buff CL. Okay, no mark reapplied, unfortunately, but I'll go with the Fortify here. Oh, I should have just done the Fortify because Minoko was going to heal himself with that anyways.
Oh, really?
Powerful combo. Starting to see that one. Starting to see it.
Your turn to dance.
All right, and this has been happening from time to time in the first phase. I've been getting the proc of Clea's life, which CL does have. So that's a nice little freebie there that we get. So that means CL actually has a chance to hit this motherfucker. Crazy. Not that it's gonna matter because I don't have my big Gomage damage dealer on board. I think we gotta have Mael for this. Mael cannot go. She cannot go Gonzo on us. I'll just go ahead and keep reapplying Fortify. I don't think the damage from, well, Impale could be nice. Slowing the guy down actually is kind of important. So let's do the Impale.
Try me.
Long combo. I'm still missing something there with number 10, but I'm getting so close to that. We're so close to getting a full parry on the long combo. But there's something about that timing I might need to review one more time in my video. What's going on there? So I'm just gonna leave CL where she's at, I think. Or do I just use another healing tint? Just try to stay at full health because the hits do matter, right? These extra hits that we can tank are actually turning out to be pretty crucial. So just keep healing, I think. Powerful combo. Seeing that one. But that's okay. It's okay if he puts CL to 1, actually, because Clea's life should bring her back to full, because she hasn't actually taken any hits. I think that's how that works. Okay, so now Minoko. Let's go ahead and apply Hextra Crush, I guess. Because there's, I think, oh, but it's not going to get back to CL before, I might, it's probably going to be better off for me to do, because Simon's going to get a turn before we get to CL, so he might kill her. So I better play it safe here and heal. Short combo. Turns out I would have had a short combo coming my way. We would have been able to get the Clea's life proc, but you can't take the risk because, you know, Sword of Lumiere, any of the ones that I don't have like on lock yet, and it's a different story. Do I want to use? I don't want to use the single charge grade and attack, I don't think. So we just use a delay and slash here. Gosh, I wish Mile was alive. Because otherwise this attempt is going reasonably well, but I don't have my big damage dealer. You lost slow. You weren't supposed to lose slow so soon. I guess it only lasts, how long does it last, I wonder?
Careful now.
Getting closer on that one. Getting closer.
If I die, so be it.
Yeah, I can understand. I can appreciate the attitude, but hang in there, Seal. Hang in there. We're not done just yet. I gotta heal. I'm gonna be out of tins pretty soon, but keep staying alive. Minoko can heal himself at least with the free aims.
You're overdue for some mayhem.
Maybe he'll heal himself with free aims. There we go. Okay, now I guess I just reapply buffs to the party. Let's see if we can get a mark. Nice.
Your turn.
Sword of Lumiere. Too early on that fifth one still. If I can just manage, he's still debating me. I know that there's a delay there and it still is debating me, but we're getting closer. Very, very close on that one. I'm not gonna use a healing tint here because he's probably gonna reduce health to 1 coming up anyways. So we'll just, I could give Minoko some energy to reapply buffs. Maybe that's what I'll do.
A bit of violence, yes.
He's still got slow on him. We do give him shields, but that's fine. Light speed. Dang. Okay, we're making progress. We're making progress. Sword of Lumiere. Oh, I just completely forgot about the second one there. I just completely forgot there's a second one. Please don't remove Minoko. Okay. Whew. All right. It seems like he only removes the dead if you get to the... It's only at the start of his turn. I don't think he removes the dead at the end of his turn. But now he's getting... I don't know what's happened here where he's like getting 2 turns compared to us all of a sudden. I'm just going to go ahead and res Minoko.
Not your number yet.
What am I missing there with number 10? It's that number 10 attack. I've got to look at it. I'm just still missing it somehow. Okay, that's good enough for Minoko. Let's do a res. Sucks he's gonna get 2 turns here. But at least we got a short combo. Cool. Powerful combo. Nice. So a couple that we are more familiar with and feeling more comfortable with. That's okay. I think that CL... Well, I don't know if she'll get Clea's life because we rezzed her. I don't know exactly how Clea's life works. I think she has to be like alive at the end of her turn and then alive at the beginning of her turn and have taken no hits. So I don't think she's actually gonna get a heal from Clea's life. Does that mean I use a healing tint? I could use gradient charges here. Shields and Sanctuary though. They don't work so good in this fight. Close to extreme lightning damage, filling the target's break bar and breaking him. I guess we'll try to use Minoko's gradient move. I feel like I need to use a healing tint though, and play it safe. Let me try to get a couple heals with Minoko. Well, he's got a mark on him though. I'll leave the mark. God, this music is so epic. Oh, and this is the longest attempt that we've had so far, even though Mael's not around, which sucks. But this is the longest we've hung in there, so there's a little bit of progress that's being made. But we're about to be out of healing tints.
Full deck.
She did not get the Clea's life proc, so it's good that I did that. So, gradient charges for... We could do Doom. Actually, maybe I will do Doom because I don't care about breaking him as much as I do about slowing him down and making him hit less. Hit less hard. So Doom is actually pretty good here. Let's do it.
Oh my love.
Not a ton of damage, unfortunately, but you know. I think we'll do a spectral sweep. That'll put us into Twilight.
Not
Powerful
today.
combo. Nice.
Mayhem.
Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to get a heal there with Minoko, and now I just wish Minoko dealt more damage. When we don't, the party's just not built to have a missing Mael. That's all there is to it. So nothing's gonna feel right without her. And our piddling little damage here. This guy has a ridiculous amount of health. Yo, Sword of Lumiere has been countered. Let's go. Did we do that once before, or is that the first time?
Time to strike.
I don't know for sure if that's the first time we've done that. I think it kind of is, though, and I love that we got the Clea's Life. Man, should I give everybody Clea's Life? As we start to get better at these parries, Clea's Life is a way to completely counter his move that puts you to 1 health. But it's 40 Lumina points. Oh my god, at least I'm glad CL has it. Okay, so Twilight. Man, now I kind of wish I had some heavier hitters lined up with CL. I guess I'll just do a delay and slash though.
I would love
Just keep trying to slow him down. Keep trying to slow him down. We'll reapply buffs to the party here. Hopefully once we get a mark on you. No dice. Yeah, like we're just doing such piddly little damage, but I'm glad we're getting the reps on all of these moves. This is definitely worthwhile time still. Time well spent. No, how was I late on that? Shit. I was trying to stay relaxed and not over-anticipate, and I was a little too relaxed, apparently. All right, it's okay, though. Minoko's going to get another turn. I guess we'll keep reapplying CL's 2 Gradient Charge move, because I like the idea of him just having all these debuffs on him.
Time to strike.
Oh, interesting. That's also a way to proc Clea's Life. Whoa, okay, I just realized. Because she takes that extra turn due to the grading attack, of course. If you combine Cheater with Clea's Life, you're automatically, as long as you're alive, you're automatically going to get the heal to full. Oh, that is a combo. Whoa. Should we just, man, maybe I should give that to the whole party and just like de-equip a bunch of other Pictos or Luminas that aren't as consequential, huh? I might need to have a retune. Maybe after this attempt, I'll do some thinking about retuning the party just to give that Cheater plus Clea's Life. Yo, that could be, whew, that could be sick.
What lovely debate.
That could be absolutely sick. Minoko's gonna heal himself. That's good enough. And then we just don't really, the other thing I think I've noticed is that Simon is not weak to anything. He's not resistant to anything, so far as I've seen, but he's not weak to anything either. So there's no reason for us to have like weakness gain and other related Luminas equipped. Not that those are super expensive, but there's no advantage to be had. Dude, that didn't do anything. Light speed. I'm going way early on that 4th one. Man, we are getting closer. Light speed is not that far away, I don't think.
Or never.
I feel like we're close. All right, I'm gonna be using my last healing tip out here, because I am not getting. We don't get Clea's life this time because I did take a hit. So Sail's gonna heal herself, and that's our last healing tint.
There's a mayhem.
And yeah, like there's no chance we're beating him this attempt. It's all about just surviving as long as possible, seeing the moves. We'll leave the mark on it. That was a good enough heal. So then, there's nothing else for Minoko to do but rebuff the party, I guess. We're not really damaging him.
It's locked on you.
Long combo. Yo, I fell behind. Oh my god, I fell so far behind. Dang. Well, there goes Minoko. We're reaching the end here probably anyways, but somehow I fell way behind in that sequence. Yo, that's a second Sword of Lumiere counter. Let's fucking go.
I'm waiting.
I'm waiting. I think she's gonna get Clea's life here, though. Dude, that's so sick when we can just heal to health. Heal to full health. Imagine though if everybody has cheater. God damn. That might be the key, guys. Cheating our way through the fight.
I'm waiting.
I don't know. Should I be spamming it during that like 7, 8, 9, 10? Should I just be spamming parry? That's kind of what it feels like, because I'm trying to do the sing-song rhythm, but I'm still, I think, falling behind. I don't think I'm going late. Could I be going late? Well, I do have Harvest here, actually, so CL can heal herself. It's just not going to be for very much because I don't have any... I'm going to try to... I'm just going to go with a Spectral Sweep, and if we manage to make it back to CL after 2 turns of Simon, then we'll consider ourselves accomplished.
I'm waiting. Not today.
No, I can't believe the short combo. I jumped the gun on the 3rd parry. Damn it. Ah, that was so close. I guess we still have the reserve team. We still do have the reserve team here.
Incoming.
Okay, they didn't die at least. Long combo, man. It's those 4 in the middle are just so quick together. Which is what I was thinking about with the with the 3 and the 4 that killed Lune. Because I jumped the gun. And I jumped the gun there. I'm over anticipating on some of these. It is such a long, grueling fight. But if Mael doesn't get removed from the canvas, if she stays alive there, we might have a chance. We might have a chance. This is starting to feel a little bit closer. Okay, let's take a little time to figure out how we can give... I think if we can give every party member both Clea's life and cheater, I feel like that's going to be a huge leg up in that second phase, because it's just like an automatic heal to full. So what I'm going to do first, before we change anything, I'm not going to save these Lumina sets, but I'm going to take a screenshot. I'm just going to go ahead and quickly screenshot everybody here so I know if I need to go back, revert my changes to previous. It's a little, even with the Lumina sets in there, it's a little funky still reloading a Lumina set because it kind of depends on what Pictos you have. Like if I save this set here, it's going to expect Mael to have Cheater, and if she doesn't have that equipped, it's going to get awkward because it's going to tell you you don't have enough Lumina points or something like that. So now let's think about, I think with CL and Minoko, it's pretty easy because we don't have to worry about damage with them. So anything that gives them damage, we can just take away automatically. Anti-stun, I don't know why that's still on there. Apparently I still had that from the Clea fight where CL was avoiding the stun from that one group of Nevrons. But does she need, I don't think she needs Burning Mark. Like, we're not stacking up. We want there to be burn on the enemy. We do want there to be burn so that we can get like critical burn to be active. But I don't necessarily need these party members to have critical burn. Like, them doing increased crit damage is not a game changer. And I don't think I need them necessarily to apply burn on hitting a marked enemy. That's a pretty expensive one. Beneficial contamination, I still like, and maybe we don't have to de-equip that because we could instead take away, like, roulette. That's a damage increaser, so CL doesn't need that. Weakness gain, we talked about the fact that there's no weaknesses with Simon, so we can take that one off. What else? I like Stay Marked. I like Rewarding Mark. I still like Painted Power. Like, I do care about their damage a little bit. The little chip damage that they do from counters is still not nothing. So then I guess we could remove Charging Weakness. There it is. And that gets us to 38. So then we can just throw on 2 more Lumina points and she'll be at where she needs to be. So then with Minoko's a little trickier because he doesn't have... CL already has Clea's Life equipped as a Pictos, and Mael already has Cheater equipped as a Pictos. They're not going to be as complicated, so maybe let's do Mael because we only have to get rid of 30 points for her. I think it's actually... I was looking at Sniper. She doesn't need Sniper, and she doesn't need Stun Boost because we're never stunning this guy, so that's an easy 25 there. And then we only need 5 more, which we can get from Weakness Gain, and also, does she have the Charging Weakness? Yep, there it is. So I could even give her back Weakness Gain for whatever that's worth. I could probably pick something else out here that might be better, but I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. All I want to do is focus on getting Clea's Life into the mix. So now Mael is set. CL will be set when we give her 2 more Lumina points. It's Minoko that we somehow have to free up 70, or we give him 70 when we have still so many colors of Lumina, but I hate giving everything to Minoko. Like, there's certainly some that we're not using here to full effect that we could get rid of. So let's do the ones that we've talked about. Charging... Oh, I guess he's not doing Charging Weakness, but he does have Weakness Gain. We can get rid of that. Rush on Powerful we're using. Powerful on Shell we're using. Rewarding Mark. Rewarding Mark is still getting used, I think, but it's only once per turn. Maybe we could get rid of that for Minoko, because he doesn't necessarily need a bunch of AP all the time. Protecting Shots could be another one that we get rid of because he is buffing the party pretty much. So maybe we get rid of that one. But that's, never mind though, that's how he heals himself. He buffs himself with the shell and then he gets the heal from Healing Boon. But at the same time, does he need to heal himself if he's going to be cheating with Clea's Life? So maybe I don't need this, and maybe I don't need Healing Boon. Maybe we just say the whole party is going to get healed. They're going to heal themselves. So those are no longer necessary for Minoko. I think that actually makes sense. I could take away Painted Power because he's really not a damage dealer. He's a party buffer. But I don't know, neutering him that badly. He won't do any counter damage at all. But are we doing any counter damage right now? Energizing Turn could be one that we get rid of, and maybe Double Mark as well. Those are so expensive, and we're just not getting. We're not the upside of adding. Maybe I'll keep Energizing Turn though, and maybe get rid of Beneficial Contamination. Maybe that's the one. Oh, and Burning Mark as well, right? Okay, that maybe is how we do things. I guess we could take away augmented counter. Let's see if we can keep beneficial contamination. I still like that. But I might have to... If we're this close, I can just spend 10 or 11 Lumina points to get Minoko the rest of the way. That's okay. Maybe stay marked? Stay marked is okay, but it's not, like, super valuable. So I think maybe this is what we do. And then we just need to give him the 1 Lumina point. I think that'll work. So now he still has all of the core greater rush, longer rush, all of these greater and longer buffs. And I guess he doesn't have greater shell. Did I never give him greater shell for some reason? Or do we have a greater shell? We do have greater shell, and I just haven't added this? I mean, that's... Maybe it's only because it's a 10%. It's only an extra 10% damage reduction, but that feels pretty good. I think we want him to have that if we're already trying to reduce damage. The damage reduction against Simon is useful. So I think we do that, and then we just add 11 Lumina points for... We give 2 to CL and 11 to Minoko. The rich continue to get richer, but at least we're not having to pour in 30 or 40. And we keep our Lumina stash still pretty healthy. So that feels pretty good to me. Did I say 11 for Minoko? That should work. And then we lock in. Now we sort by favorites. And we get Clea's life. And I have not made Cheater a favorite yet. I will do that now. I will do that now, especially after this fight. It might become... Oops. It might become one of the all-time favorites. I think this fight warrants it, though, guys. Like, for most fights, I think Cheater might be overkill. But this is a fight that screams... It's like, this guy is... We're making him so freaking tough. Use whatever you can. Use whatever you can to beat this mofo, because otherwise, you know, you're not going to get there. Okay, so there's our new setup. Let's give that a try and see how it goes. God damn it! Fuck!
Take a shot?
Fuck! And Minoko's gone. Fuck! 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 Shit! Oh, I hate this guy, man. So fucking annoying. How? Fuck! How am I still missing that one in the middle? I didn't review it. I did not look in the footage like I said I was gonna do. Shit. Man, this is... Gotta hate this guy. And Minoko's gone now. I can't give everybody speed. Oh! I feel like a restart right now.
I won't disappoint.
But there it is. There it is. The Cheater Clea's life combo does in fact work. Fuck though. God damn it. That was an attack that I could parry as well, but you just take one little slight break from the action, and it's so easy to get out of sync. Fuck, I'm so tilted. Sorry for all the F-bombs. But I'm sure if you played, if you all have done Simon or tried to do Simon, you know the feeling. That's it, screw it. I'm starting this one over. I'm starting this one over. Just get me out of here. I don't even care anymore. I don't even want to do the reps with the reserve team. Fuck it. Just count that one as though it never happened. Damn it.
Careful now.
There we go. That's a better start.
Take your
Hate that he
shot.
gets 2 turns here. Light speed. I don't even have to say anything. Y'all understand. I'm so jazzed right now. Holy crap. I'm about to jump out of my chair. I'm so excited. Light speed has been countered. Okay, settle back in. We're a long ways from over, but we at least get to do buffs after we do marks and other things. Burn and all the good jazz that we always do. And we get extra turns as well, because everybody's cheating. Feels great, man. Feels great, baby. Maybe I should have put slow on him. Maybe I should have put slow. But leaving the mark there. I mean, I don't know. Should I just leave a mark? I still like slowing him down with spectral sleep and spectral sweep. Spectral sleep. I wish I could put him to sleep. Maybe we'll eventually. At some point, we're putting this dude to sleep. It's only a matter of time. Can't. I cannot parry that, Mael. Stop trying to get me to parry a move I can't parry. Oh, long combo. Shit. Okay, at least he's not removing because he doesn't get another turn. But he's gonna get 2 turns coming up. We gotta be very careful. Man, that long combo is just killing me though. Absolutely killing me. I want to start with... I just need to res Minoko by the end of CL's last turn. So I can afford to do a Phantom Strike here and maybe do another one. Or I can do an homage. This is where I'll do an homage and put myself in Virtuose stance, because maybe by the time it gets back to CL, sorry, Mael, if we're lucky, we can have everything set up. Also, the homage is not a terrible move. It actually does a reasonable amount of damage. Okay, so we're in Twilight. There's no Foretell applied. And I need to res Minoko. So let's just do Spectral Sweep. And then we'll res. Wait, am I getting a second turn or not? Why does it look like CL only has 1 turn here? Okay, I better not risk it. I don't know why she's not cheating here, at least according to the turn counter. Okay, now she is. Why did that not show her cheating at first? I'm so... What? Huh? Is that a bug? Okay. Sword of Lumiere. I got jebaited again by number 5. Always getting jebaited by that move. But now that we're cheating, if we don't die, we're good. We just don't die, Forehead. It's as easy as that. So I love it when I look and I see that he's not gonna have 2 turns in a row. If he doesn't have 2 turns in a row, even if you do die, you just don't want to die like against the freaking light speed, because multiple party members dying, that's bad news. We're close to setting this up, but I need to do defenseless on him. I'd love to give him slow as well, but defenseless is more important here.
Please survive.
Powerful combo. Let's go. Yeah, do that move all you want. I don't care about that move anymore. Actually, don't give a shit about that move. All I care is giving you shields. Or taking your shields and giving you a mark. I'll still go ahead and do a delay and slash here. I'll still do the land slash because I'm going to be able to still do Fortune's Fury. But this might, yes, it does. It's setting up Mael before he gets another attack. So we just need to make sure he has a mark. He's got Burn, he's got Defenseless, Mael's in Virtuose stance. And if we can just make sure that this guy ends up with a mark, we're actually going to be able to pull off a Gommage. Finally, our first fully set up, no, not even fully set up, just any Gommage of any sort in this phase. Oh, be still, my beating heart. Calm yourself. Calm yourself. Fortune's Fury on the right person. Spill some ink. Sounds like a plan to me. Spill as much as you want. I don't think this is going to kill him. His health bar feels like it's big enough where it's going to take more than one Gommage, but at least we're getting one here. And if it does kill him, screw it. I don't care.
Out of this canvas.
Yo! Oh my god! Oh my god. Okay. That actually almost killed him. If we had gotten... See, so the only problem, the only slight issue with this... hold on. My leg itches here. I gotta scratch the leg. Oh my god. That came out of nowhere. I'm allergic to Simon, guys. I got spring allergies and I got Simon allergies. Holy shit. The only slight downside with this cheater Clea's life situation is we don't get the extra damage buff from at death's door. And then there's another 1-2 critical moment, I think. So Mael might... Imagine if she were at death's door just there. That might have gotten us over the top. Okay, now all of a sudden his break bar is almost close to full, but still kind of far away. Okay, now we need to settle back in and just do the same that we've done, except now he's at 10% health or whatever, and who knows what other moves are going to get thrown into the mix here. Oh, God. Okay, but this is progress. Big time. Not just progress. Progress!
Prepare for annihilation.
Minoko gets another turn as well. So now we can actually just apply slow. Keep slowing this guy down as much as we can. Marks if possible. If not, we buff the party. Rebuff. Stay rebuffed. Okay, what you got for me, buddy?
Take your shot.
No, what? You're kidding me. No fucking way. No fucking way. He removed the expedition from the canvas. What? Okay, I feel so justified in using cheater and ultra gommage because I'm not the one cheating here. I am not the one cheating. I'm sorry. This asshole. What? He just gets to remove your first... I mean, he can't pull this move out again, can he? That's a one-time move, right? There's no way... Because otherwise, you lose. If he gets to do this to the second reserve team... Yo, are you joking me? I feel like I'm being pranked here, man. This is stupid. He just removed the expedition. He's also gone. Oh no! Oh no! There's a triple echo. No! No! What the? actual fuck? I think we need at death's door. I think we actually have to do what we did with Clea. I think we have to do the same thing. We have to just one-shot him. I have so little motivation to want to try to deal with that madness. That's just he just deletes your party. And then he goes triple ancient dragon solar eclipse triple wombo combo insanity. There's no way I'm learning that bullshit. There's no fucking way. It's all or nothing, man. I think that's our game plan. Which means Mael needs to be at death's door. She actually needs to do the last stand. And we also need to combine it. We also need to combine it with a Fortune's Fury. So she can't actually have Clea's life. I don't think. Maybe we should test this and see. Maybe we can still. We should test it, right? Let's test it here. Let's do a test here. This is I'm just flabbergasted, man. I'm absolutely beyond. I can't even think of a proper comparison with anything that I've experienced in a Dark Souls or FromSoft game. This is one part that they. This is one part that they did not copy from FromSoft, because FromSoft I don't think ever did this. So, maybe they did. There's probably something absolutely batshit insane in a FromSoft game that I'm forgetting about that comes close to equaling what Simon just did. But I can't think of it right now. I can't flip and think of it. What in the hell? I'm stunned, man. I'm stunned like I've never been stunned. I cannot believe what just happened. Insanity. Abso-frickin-lute insanity.
If I die, so be it.
Oh, gosh.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a moment, man. I'm gonna need a moment. Oh, yeah. This is just... What do you say? I don't think there's anything to be said.
Careful now.
Careful now.
Time to hit big.
Okay, we're gonna test this. Let's see what happens when we go and do last chance. Do we still get the proc from Clea's life immediately? We do.
Good.
We do. We've got to de-equip Clea's life from Mael. We can keep it. We can keep it on Minoko and CL. They'll be a little more resilient. But Mael's got to be our glass cannon, man. It's all on her. Like, that's the high risk, high reward scenario we're playing here, right? Because yeah, I use Last Stand for her, and it puts her on 1 health, and then she's completely vulnerable against whatever move asshole number 1 decides to pull out over here. I'm thinking of light speed because it hits the whole party. So 1 hit to Mael or the whole party, and it's all ogre, man. Or at least I got to go through another turn of setting things up. Yeah, I don't think this is a good idea for Mael to have Clea's life. I think we have to one-shot this guy. And if she has Clea's life, she's not going to get the benefit from having At Death's Door. She's just not going to get the buff for that ever. Well, maybe not ever, but in most scenarios that we want her to have that appropriate amount of health, she's not going to have it. So if she's not going to have Clea's life, does it make sense for us to just give her Confident Fighter back? I am feeling more comfortable. I'm feeling more comfortable with where we're at. And, you know, she can technically kind of be healed when we res her. When she gets revived, she gets her heal that way. I think we just want to make sure she has as much damage as possible. And those are the main 2 here that are in play. If we take away Clea's life, we get At Death's Door back, which is 50% damage boost. We probably would have killed him with just that alone. But then you add another 30% on top of that. Again, I don't know if this is adding... I don't know if these are stacking additively or multiplicatively. It feels like it might be multiplying them together, but I don't know for sure. Actually, feel free to tell me at this point. Feel free to tell me if it's multiplicative or not, maybe if you know. I don't think there's anything else that I can do, though. I don't think there's any other Pictos that makes sense other than stuff like Immaculate. I've been looking at, like, we could give her Immaculate. Maybe we just give this to her, and, you know, maybe somehow we make it through. Although, I guess if she's not going to be healed, then we're probably making it to a point where she's... This is interesting, actually. I wonder if Immaculate works. From when does it count? Does it start at the beginning of the battle and it keeps track even if your character dies and gets revived? Probably. That's what I would guess it does. But maybe there's a world where until a hit is received, maybe that gets reset when your character dies and gets revived. That would be actually really good if that happens. Or it's a lot better than if it's just counting the once all the way from the beginning of the battle. And then 1 hit and then it's gone. But I got the free Luminas here. Although I could put stuff back in place that we took away, right? So I could give her back like double mark and things like that. But I'd rather let's live in the world where maybe Mael's able to not take a hit and she just gets another 30% damage on top of that. So yeah. Why don't we do that? And then maybe I just give her, I don't know, Energizing Start, just because there's not a whole lot else that makes sense. Energizing Start, just that 1 little extra AP, fine. Throw it in there. And then, okay, so that's the change from Mael's Luminous, but I was also thinking about that skill that we talked about before for CL, Intervention. Now that we are actually utilizing Cheater, I think this is actually a good, I mean, it's not going to be, well, it may or may not be good, depending on how the turns line up. If things line up to where Simon would have a turn in between CL and Mael, then this is awesome. So we'll put it there in place of Harvest, because I'm not really using that now that we've got Clea's life. So now we could have an instance where Mael is still a turn or 2 away from taking advantage of Fortune's Fury, but instead we could do Fortune's Fury followed by intervention and skip straight to Mael. The AP gain doesn't matter, but the target playing immediately might. So let's put that in there. Might as well add that in, and those will be our changes. And still, this guy is just ridiculous. I cannot believe that third phase, or however many phases in you want to call it. But when that transformation that he undergoes, he deletes your party, and then goes insane triple echo action. We got to skip that. I'm sorry if that's going to make some people in the audience mad. I'm sure some people out there are going to be like, oh, you can't skip that part of the fight. You didn't really do the fight. I'm sorry, man. This boss is already insane as it is. And then he turned it up to another level of insanity. If we manage to maneuver around that by using Gommage and all these Luminas to power up Mael and get her in exactly the right spot, after because we still have to get all the stars to align, because you've got to make sure you don't get hit, and you got to get her to death's door and all these other things, I'm not going to feel bad about it. And I think that, honestly, I feel like this might be our only game plan, because otherwise, how are we going to get there with our backup party? All right, changes made. Let's give it another shot.
Show me what you can do.
So this would be an instance where the intervention would be perfect, right? Because otherwise we got to wait so many turns to get to Mael. But if she can play immediately, that changes things, like, dramatically.
Your time to shine.
Blades sharp.
It does bring her straight to the top of the queue. That is amazing. Unreal. Now I don't have her in Virtuose stance, but I do have all the other things lined up. So this has been working in most cases because the phase 1 Simon's health pool is so much weaker with only 1% health
Get out of
multiplier.
this campus.
1 times health multiplier is what I mean to say. So the Gommage gets the job done in this case. Okay, so we make it through phase 1. As we've been doing this whole time for the most part. I've had a couple attempts that have gone south that you won't have seen, that I have edited out, where I just missed some parries right off the bat and one of my party members died and deleted straight off the bat. But most instances we have gone smoothly like that, and now they go even smoother with intervention.
I'm waiting.
The question is, will they go smoothly in this phase?
Your turn to shine.
No. Well, okay. It's okay, because Mael is going to get revived. That's fine. As long as he doesn't get... So this is cool, because we get to do... Minoko stays in... I'll try to get a mark on him. But Minoko is going to stay in Almighty Mask. It's not stances like Mael. He can do the revive tint here to bring Mael back, and then he can buff the party. Oh, this cheater life is so fun. I absolutely love it. And we get a mark, even. Sweet. Now he's still gonna get 2 turns here coming up, so we have to be careful. Try to avoid anyone dying during that.
So be it.
Oh no, he only gets 1 turn. The turn counter is not always accurate, apparently.
I'd love a dance.
Powerful. Yo. It felt like I was a little bit late on a couple of those. Worked out. Okay, okay. Build the gradient charges. Let's make it happen.
Prepare for annihilation.
Okay, we are... Like, what I've been doing, Mael has just enough for a burning canvas, which is why she was in offensive stance in the previous phase, because normally I would get to that point and just settle for a burning canvas. Do I want... Actually, I can afford to do the last stand here, can't I? Because it's going to be Minoko and CL that are going to get turns before Simon does. We do last stand. We try to get a mark, but then we can do... And apparently we also get... We get gradients from free aims, or at least the first free aim. And I'm still getting beneficial contamination procs and whatnot, so we got more AP to spend. Okay, no mark. But we get to do the last chance here.
Last chance.
Okay. And now we just need to set things up as much as we can. So let's think about this. I want to do a Hexture Crush, but I would love to do it in Heavy Mask, although the extra turn's probably not going to matter. But we might as well do... Well, we might as well do Hexture Crush and then Galt Fury and just guarantee that he has a mark on him. Right? So let's do it in that order. Because we don't need the buff from Heavy Mask here, like I said. We just need to make sure Defenseless is on there for when it gets to Mael.
Be freed.
And now we can leave him with a mark. Guaranteed.
If I die, so be it.
Now, once again, I think the turn counter is lying to me, because I think Cheater should totally give CL the extra turn that she needs here. She does Fortune's Fury, and then she plays again. So the turn counter is just a little bit buggy. It's fine. This intervention, and I think it's gonna also just precisely get us to 3 gradient charges right when we need it.
Your turn to shine.
Not looking good.
He's got a mark on him. He's got Defenseless. We're in Virtuose stance. The stars have aligned. This motherfucker has given me so many headaches so far. Please let this be it. Please let this be it.
Get out of this canvas.
Achievement unlocked. Peace at last. The achievement is called Peace at Last. That is exactly how I feel in this moment. That is my feelings exactly. Peace at last. Oh. Just take a moment to revel in this amazing soundtrack. Oh. I don't feel bad at all. I got that tiny little preview of whatever that madness was at the end of that phase, or the final phase of that fight. That's all I needed to see, folks. That's all I needed to see. I'm sorry. For those of you in the audience who did manage to actually go through and beat Simon, there's no right way. There's no right way to beat him. But the longer way, the more torturous way of actually having to go through your first party being straight up deleted, and then your backup party having to deal with that insane set of moves that comes in. And I didn't even see the full suite of whatever he was gonna bring there. I'll probably go watch somebody at some point play in the full fight, the full and extended Simon version. I am totally at peace though with the way that we handle it here. I was a little bit conflicted when it happened with Clea because I wasn't expecting it to be a one-shot, and I thought, that's not quite how I wanted that fight to go. In this case, no second thoughts whatsoever. And also, man, I love this soundtrack. This is such a good... This might be the best one of them all. I might add this to my jogging playlist, honestly. This is a 100% banger. Also, out of my canvas, dork. Look at that, he's fading away. Will he speak? I like how the sword is back to somewhat normal size. He's giving him the sword? Yo. Oh man, look at that. He nods in approval, and then he's gone. Dude, does Verso actually get his sword? Oh, and look at that. Does that mean... Is that the sun fading away? Wow. Oh, but he's still here. Oh, okay. No. He was there momentarily. I think that's also supposed to be one of those things. Don't look at it. Just close your eyes for just a second. Okay, there. Oh, 2 perfect chroma catalysts, as well as 50 colors of Lumina, and a new weapon for Verso. A new weapon. What was it called? It's the sort by level. Oh, of course. Simoso. Sounds like we're having brunch or something. It scales incredibly well with Verso stats, does it not? S scaling and agility. It's actually our first level 33 weapon, isn't it? Because we never did fully, we didn't give the perfect yet to Glazem. And this one just comes as, you just get it. It's perfect already. First level 33 weapon. Just have to make sure here, and if somehow I forgot a weapon that got leveled without me knowing it. Does light damage. An ethereal sword. This is so funny, the description here. An ethereal sword deals light damage on any damage dealt with skills. So it's, oh, I see what it's saying. It's, yo, you get the Moonlight Greatsword effect. Essentially. The ethereal sword is the Moonlight Greatsword that's coming in after any skills that you do. I don't know if it doubles your damage, but you get an echo effect. Does it actually give you an echo effect, an animation? 20% chance to apply burn on dealing light damage. That's sick. Cannot die if at least rank A. What? You actually can't die? But you have to stay above rank A. Above rank B, I guess. Wow. That's an amazing weapon. And look at his attack power now compared to before. We went from 2,800 to 8,300. Dude, he is our highest attack power now by far. Turns out, you know, if you have the right stats that scale with your weapon and it's level 33, things are going to look pretty good for you. Although they should look pretty good for Mael. It's the scaling on this. Our scaling, we have like the perfect scaling for Glazem, right? Defense and agility basically maxed. And we're still not getting nearly as much as Verso's getting from Simoso because agility is S scaling. Gosh. Wow. Because he's only at agility 66, and it's still way more attack power. It's insane. Ah. That's so cool. And now the ethereal sword left behind. Wow. And the other thing that happened there was like, I'm calling it an eclipse because I don't know what else to call it, but it also kind of feels like it could be the portal into the canvas. Although now that it's gone, maybe that's not correct, because if we just lost our portal in and out of the canvas, we might be in a little bit of trouble. So I don't know exactly what the eclipse is supposed to symbolize. Maybe it's a different thing down here in the abyss. But it was, I guess, connected to Simon, because when Simon went away, so did the glow of the eclipse. Or whatever that portal was. Oh, we can examine this. The remains of Simon's chroma. Do you wish to fight Simon again? What the fuck? No. I was not expecting that. That scared me to death, the idea. No, are you kidding me? No. No, give me away from that sword. Don't even give me the option. God damn. Never again in my entire life. Oh, gosh. Seal, stop freaking out on me. She stepped on the wrong bit of leftover Simon, apparently. I don't know if that's leftover Simon on the ground, but all the swords that were around everywhere are gone as well. What a wild scene. Now will we hear Simon speak?
Simon. More and more of my mind is fading away. I must put my words down on paper before I lose myself entirely. My beautiful Clea. What did she do to you? That paintress. She fooled me. She looked so much like you, and I believed her story.
Oh, wow.
She granted me the power to fell the axons and enter the monolith. I realized too late that she had warped my mind. That she had in fact taken you away, locked you somewhere I could never reach, and set me on a path to destroy your future.
Whoa.
But then I met Aline, who showed me that I could save you. With her help, I descended to the bottom of the monolith, where Aline had sealed him away. The one who brings the Gamache. The one who threatens our very existence. But his powers are strong, and I'm finding it harder and harder to fight his influence over my mind. My mind is breaking. My final thoughts are only a few. I despair. But one day, our suffering will end, and we will find our way back to each other. In this life, or another.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, let me see if I can digest this. So, initial confusion here because he mentions the paintress. What did she do to you, that paintress? Okay, maybe, it's not the paintress, it's that paintress. This could be somebody that we are completely unfamiliar with. Because we know there's like painters and writers that are having like an entire war. Who knows how many painters or paintresses there are? Maybe there is someone else who impersonated Clea altogether. Because he then goes on to say, but then I met Aline. So this is, when he says that paintress, I thought Aline. Maybe it's somebody completely different. She fooled me. She looked so much like you and I believed her story. She granted me the power to fell the axons and enter the monolith. So, okay. So we talked about earlier in the episode how Verso does tell us that Renoir created the Axons. He tells Mael that your father created the Axons. We didn't talk too much about it, because I still don't know exactly... Well, I think I have a much clearer... I think the picture of who created what is starting to come into view. Because last time we learned about Clea created the Nevrons. That was confirmed for us by Blanche. Clea created the Nevrons. I'm not exactly sure why, other than it's to basically stop the destruction being done by Aline and Renoir. They're fighting each other, and the Nevrons are there to somehow bring a stop to that. It's not clear to me how it's bringing a stop to that rather than just creating more destruction. But anyway, that's beside the point. So she creates the Nevrons. Renoir creates the Axons, but again, for what purpose? The Axons, I guess, are to fight against Aline and to try to get her out of the monolith, out of the canvas. Is that the point? The Axons are there to try to remove her from the canvas. And then I think I had some confusion about who created the people in Lumiere. But it's gotta be Aline, right? Aline's part of creating things in the canvas. She created Lumiere. She created the doppelganger family. And that was there because we see when Alicia wakes up in real life and we see her disfigured face, she can't talk. We see the Eiffel Tower outside of her bedroom there in the real Paris. And so Lumiere was created inside of Verso's canvas by Aline to be, you know, like the dream version of their real life, the dream version of Paris, where everybody's alive and everybody's happy. And then the part that was created by Verso was the Grandis and the Gestrels and Esquier and Francois. Somebody had pointed me to look back at Esquier's previous dialogue where he was relaying to Verso how everything was so much simpler when it was just us, when there was no one else in the world but us. That was the key line that that the commenter was trying to get me to look at. And it didn't click until they kind of nudged me again, and I realized finally that, oh, the point was that SK said there was nothing else besides us in the canvas. So there was a point in this canvas when it was Verso's childhood canvas where he had just created these playful, childlike creations of the Gestrels and the Grandis, and that's why Esquier and Francois are so silly, because a child created them. It wasn't until much later on that Lumiere was created by Aline, the Axons were created by Renoir, and then the Nevrons by Clea. I might still have some questions about when exactly everything was created and for what purpose each of those different things were created, but I think I generally understand who created what. So then, she granted me the power to fill the Axons and enter the monolith. I realized too late that she had warped my mind, that she had in fact taken you away, locked you somewhere I could never reach, and set me on a path to destroy your future. So, are we saying that... So somebody impersonating Clea imprisoned Clea. Clea, is the Clea that we've been talking to this whole time some fake Clea? Or am I getting confused there? I feel like there's a version of Clea here that we might not be familiar with. Or somebody who's impersonating Clea, who we haven't been introduced to. Or maybe we have been introduced to and I didn't realize it, because I got fooled just like Simon did. The only version that we've actually come across in the canvas is the boss, Clea, that we fought. But that was the doppelganger Clea, correct? But that had been painted over by the real Clea, supposedly, because she didn't like how she looked. She didn't like what Aline had done with her. So I don't know. I feel like that we're getting something from Simon's journal here there's more to this story that we're not privy to. But then I met Aline, showed me that I could save you with her help. I descended to the bottom of the monolith where Aline had sealed him away, Renoir, right? The one who threatens our very existence. But his powers are strong, and I'm finding it harder and harder to fight his influence over my mind. Dang, that's insane, because you think Simon is by far the craziest, strongest challenge that we faced. There's nobody that even compares or comes close. But even he was having trouble standing up to Renoir. My mind is breaking. My final thoughts are only of you, and I despair. One day our suffering will end. We'll find our way back to each other. Dang. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, man, that is where, guys, we're going to wrap up this installment of Expedition 33. Thank you so much for hanging out with me through the trials and tribulations of... I can't believe they let you actually replay this. It's surprising that they don't do this with other boss fights, because there might be other boss fights that I'd be down to do again. The Paintress fight would be a fun one to reprise. I don't think I want to redo Simon. No way, no how. Because like I mentioned at the start, I'm starting to feel just a little burnt out. I'm starting to feel like it's you know, we're reaching the end, and I'm ready for us to reach that end. For some reason, all of our characters here in this area, look at this. Everybody wants to do a little restless leg. Why? They're so happy that they beat Simon. They just can't help themselves. They all just want to dance. They all just want to dance. Yeah, I'm as I mentioned before, I'm feeling like it's time for us to bring the journey to its conclusion. So I am leaning in the direction that we finish things in Lumiere, and that's it. I know we had talked about doing Verso's drafts, but I'm thinking that that's just, it's a little bit too much for me. I think I need this game. We need to close the book on it. That's what I'm feeling. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Like, maybe there is some content in Verso's drafts that is just, no, dude, you're gonna do yourself the biggest disservice in the world if you miss out on this content. Let me know what you guys think. But I feel like it would be a good way for us to wrap things up by heading to Lumiere and seeing what this final chapter of the game has in store for us. I think because we've got basically all of the audio logs at this point. I think we've got them all except for log 60, which I would imagine is going to be in Lumiere somewhere. I think that's the only one that we've got left. Maybe it's in Verso's drafts, though, because I did ask for some direction, and the assumption was that I would be covering Verso's drafts as well, and so maybe that's where that final log is supposed to be. If that's the case, maybe if it's not too much trouble to direct me to the audio log, I don't know. Like if the audio log is at the very end of the level, like, I don't know. I just I don't know if I can, especially if it's behind like another crazy boss fight like Simon. I don't know if I've got it in me, guys. I don't know if I got it in me. That Simon was just, man, I'm glad we managed to get the win, because I don't know how much more I could have taken of Simon removing me from the canvas. I might have removed myself as well. But anyway, we're gonna look to wrap things up next. We're gonna turn to the final chapter of our adventure here, and then yeah, that's all there is to that. So it's crazy as much as we've done in this game, and that we're getting close to that end point, and we got to deal with Renoir. We got to deal with Renoir, the stinker himself, who was behind the curator and so many other machinations that we were unaware of the whole time. Anyway, my long-winded wrap-up as usual. Simon was just, gosh, an experience, man. An absolute experience. And I'm so glad it's over. I'm so glad that we got it done, even if we did have to do a little bit of cheating, but you know, Simon was doing all his own cheating, so one good turn deserves another, you know? Thank y'all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.